Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I think this is going to be a weekend updates video. It is Sunday morning, somewhere in the 7 o'clock hour, I think. Mr. Crafting and Relaxing and Zeus are still in bed. The girls and I have been running around. This is the day after my craft fair. This is the day that we're doing the essentially garage sale of Noni's craft room clean out. Andrea put some stuff in. I have some stuff. I'm going to put my go away box out there for free. And I need to clean up my room. Do you have those moments where you look around and you think, where do I start? What should I be doing? We're going to have a great time today. Noni made us pumpkin bread. She has equipped me with a gallon of cider from a local wonderful place. So we're going to have pumpkin bread and apple cider. I'm supposed to put it in, shake it, put it in the crock pot. There's a plan. She brought a bowl of Halloween candy. Eileen asked what she could bring. I was like, you should bring a healthy snack. I don't know. So I don't think we're going to need anything, but you know, sometimes a girl might need some protein. Not me, I don't. I run on caffeine and sugar. Anyway, so I'm looking around and I'm like, what should I do? And it feels weird because tomorrow I work, right? So at the end of today, hopefully I will have sold some stuff. Oh, I gotta tell you about yesterday. But I don't wanna have this giant mess. So let's look around the room a little. I wanted to show you these. We'll look around the room. I'll even give you a peek at the garage, which is still a hot mess. Uh-oh, we got a cat hair in there. You know that happens here. Okay. So I hope you have coffee. I finished these two UFOs yesterday morning. Literally poked the holes, ran the string, tied them at the craft fair. I sold one mini journal, one 3x3, that really cute one. It had the polka dots on it, and I think I showed it in like Clear It Out. It was totally inspired by Penny Rose journals. The lady who bought it said, I make books and I love this one too. So she still wanted it. I didn't sell any others. Not stocking stuffers, nothing. I was surprised, quite frankly. I thought the mini journals would sell. This one had a cute cover and it had that like canvas flower on it. And I sewed it together with, I think this is a page that Nancy might have sent me. Chicago Board of Trade Daily Cash Grain Prices. May 1964. My mom liked that and noticed it. No one else even really picked this thing up and looked at it. And the funny thing is, people ask me lots of times about plain journals. This one was, but nobody noticed. The people who are looking for plain books panic when they pick up a really scrapbooky, highly decorated one at my table. So if you are crazy like me and have totally different products, you might want to open up some of the journals. I probably should have had this one open, just showing its blank pages. I didn't really think about it, that it would stand up. But I opened some up. It didn't work. But I wanted people to see that all of my journals are different. I had a couple people who said, I'm looking for something for my sister. And I would say, okay, well, does she like to journal? What does she like? And then we'd look through and find one that on the inside was something she would like. So that's just something to keep in mind, because I think people think my journals are 100% decorated and they don't know what to do with them. This one, fun. I just took some ephemera that was on the counter, glued it together. I needed a little something here, or I should have inked the edges before I put it down. But remember, it was like in the 6 o'clock hour. And fun cover thing here. This is a tassel that was sitting around. It was in my Clear It Out bin. And this tag was in a blue ephemera thing on the counter. I kind of love it. I don't usually put tassels, but I just thought this one was fun. And then on the inside, complete junk. It was, these pages were gathered forever and ever ago, except for this one. And then the cover, these came out of the inside cover, they came out of my go away box. I was like, hey, I need some paper. And I asked Noni, and then I was like, duh, I have a go away box. Bet it has paper. So super fun. Didn't get a second look. And I was thinking these were like $5. I sold the other one for $5. I had one or two that I probably, if someone had showed interest, would have said, hey, that one's $2 because it's tiny. Anyway, super fun, but didn't happen for me. Okay, let's look at the room. This is the remnants of yesterday morning and maybe the evening before, because I put the covers all together and flattened things out, and then I chopped things up. You can see the scraps of paper. These were the containers from those. A lot of tidying to do. The boxes I've been saving because I thought we might need them for the garage sale. I don't think we need them. I think I should sell that blue shelf because I never put it back up and I don't really plan to. It doesn't really work. The girls are 2 and I think they're going to be like 10 before I can have stuff on the walls. Well, so all this needs to be cleared out. Hot mess, isn't it? Hot mess. That's Christmas. I've got some Christmas down there. That's a journal that I just didn't want to take to the sale. So you can see. Then I have my table here in the middle. It was used for staging the craft fair. I've got a big bag of stuff that went to the craft fair and needs to be cleaned up. So that table needs to go out in the garage for the actual sale. And I'll show you what that looks like so far. We've got a ways to go. Andrea was like, should I come at 11? I was like, I think you should come at 10. Those are my bags. That's my stuff that came home from the craft fair that I think goes out here. I've gone through it and taken a bunch of stuff inside. This is a really cute card that Tony made me that it wasn't safe inside, and I want people to see it when they come over today. Look at that. It's a little spider on the end. That is just too cute. Noni decided we need a bowl of candy for the sale. Look at all this. These are stamp sets, dies, all kinds of stuff perfectly organized. Oh my gosh, isn't it ridiculous? And then, or woodblock stamps. So what I'm thinking is we'll have to pull this table away and set it up so you can shop both sides. And then these bins, we might even want to thin them down a little. A table of stuff. We've got printers trays that need to go. That one's Andrea's. It's been in here forever. And then I'm going to put all my stuff out. We've got another table, and we're going to get another table from another neighbor. So it should be fun. 3 hours of craziness today. We advertised it on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. We'll have to see if people come. If they don't come, I don't know what Noni's going to do with all that goodness. I'll try to insert a video for you or some pictures of my craft table. It looked just the same as other years, probably not as good. I did an experiment with fake Christmas trees, and I wanted to put the mini journals in them. I had one that was about a foot tall and one that was like 4 or 5, probably 4 feet tall. Neither one of them was the right size. Had I had a tweener, it probably would have been good because I only had maybe half dozen of them. And the big one was too rickety. It definitely would have fallen over. Somebody would have had a heart attack. It would have stressed them out. So I experimented with that. I thought about the blue shelving unit that I showed you that I said I'm going to sell. The back is open and it made things kind of dark, and it's kind of dark in there as it is. So I didn't use that because I had so much going on. My table wasn't great, but I don't think that was it. So here's the point. I only sold a little more than half of what I sold last year. This was my 4th year doing it. Worst year ever. Other people said, oh, it was fine. No, it was not fine for me. I only sold 3 regular sized journals. 3, 1 mini, and then a bunch of cards. Fun. Oh my God, we had the best chocolate peanut butter pie with Oreo crust. I asked Mr. Crafting and Relaxing, I'm like, do you think this is the best chocolate peanut butter pie ever? He's like, I think so. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was rich and creamy like a Reese's peanut butter cup, not like, you know, that faint peanut butter cream kind of flavor that some people have in their pies. I don't like that. And it had this layer of chocolate on the top that was amazing because I feel like a peanut butter pie without a great amount of chocolate is just wrong. So we had that. We had soup. We brought home some treats. We ate some treats. We tried to be strong. And then my dad bought these chocolate mint cookies, and I tried one of those. Then we had to buy those too. It was a lot. But it was fun. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it next year. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to see how today goes. I might have to actually start listing stuff on Etsy. Oh no, that's a pain. I love to make. I don't like to spend a lot of time, on the computer. That's not what I signed up for on this. I didn't think, but there is a certain amount of computer time to being a YouTuber and selling on Etsy for sure. Overall, not impressive, still fun. I do this craft fair because it's a community that my family's been pretty close to for, I don't know, 85 years? I think 85 years. I see people. I see, people's friends and relatives, and I see my relatives. And so it's a pretty fun gig. Mostly I go for the food, so... I don't know if I'll ever do any other craft fairs. I looked at one, Mr. Crafting and Relaxing was driving, and I looked one up on the way home that we passed. 2 days, 9 to 5, 2 days, the same weekend in a row. Like maybe if it was 2 Saturdays in a row, but Saturday and Sunday, and then you go to work on Monday. I don't know how you guys do that. That's a lot. I think that's it for now. I have to get to work, really. I just made this video for you because I was procrastinating, but this counter's not going to clean itself. And what I like to do is at the end of today, I want all my counters clean so everything can just pop right back in. Mr. Crafting and Relaxing can put my table away for me. And I want to do a jigsaw puzzle and put my feet up, I think, tonight. That sounds pretty fun. Hope you're taking great care of yourselves. If I don't put in pictures of my booth and stuff today, remind me and I'll do it later for you. But again, it wasn't exciting. It was literally the same exact spot, the same background. Mr. Crafting and Relaxing did a good job putting up my sign, a little better than I've done in past years. This was his first year joining me, and he brought his computer and also watched a football game while he was there. All right, I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Be sure to take great care of yourselves. Be realistic about your holiday crafting, right? You are going to host Thanksgiving, have the most beautiful table, do Christmas cards for everybody mailed out on Black Friday, and run all the errands. And yeah, take it easy, make some realistic lists, and take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.